Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of CSGO News. We did not quite break 50 likes in the last video, so I promise you next video of CSGO News, I'll be wearing a suit for all of you. Thank you all for the great feedback. As always, let's get right into the news. We have a great story today, and that is about Team YP and their sponsor, YouPorn. Yeah. So just in case any of you guys or girls actually hadn't heard about Team YP and their sponsor and this unique CSGO team in the last few months or so, then you were definitely missing out, as Team YP, otherwise known as Team YouPorn, became the first CSGO team to be sponsored by an adult video site in CSGO and esports history. The organization began in the middle of 2014 when they were first sponsored the Dota 2 pay-to-win team, which is quite a while back now, and they entered the CSGO scene with the male team, officially known as Team Phenomenon, and then they were later on known as Team YP as they took on the organization's direct name. Now what's kind of interesting here is their CSGO team only lasted about 3 months, and in that time span of 3 whole months, the team only acquired a total of a little over $3,000 in prize winnings, which you can imagine for such a large team is kind of a problem. And they were forced with one last hit or miss opportunity to keep the team alive, and that was to qualify for MLG Columbus. Now that goal was to qualify for MLG Columbus 2016, which occurred just last week. Unfortunately, the team had just finished last in their group stages, only managing to win a total of 3 rounds over 2 games. The closest team to that was actually Selfless Gaming, who actually won 17 rounds. Now, imagine the kind of defeat you would feel. Over the course of 2 games, your team only wins 3 rounds. Pretty bad. They were decimated in that tournament, and of course did get last in the group stage, and they did not come close to qualifying for MLG Columbus, and they have now officially split off of their organization, YouPorn. I'm sitting here trying to imagine what it would feel like after all those hard years of work, sitting in a room just grinding away at the game, all the long hours at the computer station, all the hard work and years of hard work going into this, and you finally started an organization, become part of an organization, and also received a sponsorship, and you're so hyped about it, you're finally being paid to play video games, and then you have to tell your family who you got sponsored by. I'm kind of just imagining how that would all go down. Mom, Dad, I did it. I finally got sponsored and I'm playing video games for money. I did it. We're so proud of you, son. Who's the sponsor for your team? It's this really cool website. It's called YouPorn, and they got like a bunch of great videos. It's like YouTube, but like dirtier. Oh, YouPorn! I've never seen that site before. That's great. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. I mean, come on, this negotiation went one of 2 ways. Either their marketing director probably reached out to the porn site, which is kind of awkward in itself. I mean, not if you're confident with your sexuality and what you do in your free time, or the porn site was reaching out to a bunch of teams and they somehow landed on this organization, this small organization that would actually not be afraid to take on their name. Either way, I don't think it worked out. A little more news on that right here. So to wrap this all up, Team YouPorn, or Team YP, has officially split off from the organization, but they picked up a 5th member known as Kabakin. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of him. I certainly have not, and they'll continue to play on their own, unsponsored, as Team Phenomenon until they find a new organization to sign them or pick them up, which honestly, their past experience and their past record probably will not happen for quite some time unless they see some really good improvement. There's also still a women's CSGO team under YouPorn's control, though, a team by the name of New Era, although the team has not competed more than 4 times in the last 2 years total. All in all, I'd say maybe a porn site isn't probably the best choice for an organization to be working for. I could be wrong, but maybe they're better for their videos. And that's going to do it for this short episode of CSGO News. I hope you guys all enjoyed this story about Team YP and YouPorn finally splitting up. Again, a really cool story that you probably maybe didn't hear about a few months ago. I just wanted to bring it back up for CSGO News. As always, I have some special videos. I am waiting on FaZe Michaelele to announce his new team. I'm also waiting for Fnatic to announce their newest player, which apparently we do not know of. So there's some good CSGO news coming up in the next week or so, just not today. Kind of an empty, a boring day, I guess you could say. As always, thank you so much for your feedback and your comments down below. It makes me feel all good inside. That is kind of weird to say. Live, love, laugh a lot. Remember, I like you. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye. Okay, blooper. We're so proud of you, son. That's a terrible voice for a dad. What the frick? Frick! I was almost done with the video. I had the perfect video done. It was, almost 420 length, but then Leafy announced this morning, he announced this important announcement from Leafy. Here's that, blah, blah, blah. Leafy announced just a couple of hours this morning that he would be starting a secondary channel. Of course, another way for him to make just thousands of dollars because he has some crazy fans. He's been growing like crazy as of late. And he decided to just be like a Snapchat story channel. So a bunch of random clips, shorter videos, of course, 1 to 2 minute in length, kind of like his own Snapchat stories, but on a YouTube channel. And he was also looking for a lot of names for the channels to be recommended. He said the most common ones would probably be Leafyishere 2 or Cancer for channel names. I myself have my own name recommendation for him, which would be Killer Leafy. Like Killer Keemstar, but Killer Leafy, Alright, so let's make it a goal. Let's have Killer Leafy be a YouTube channel. Let's, everyone just at this video at him. We'll get famous by ourselves. CSGO News brought to you by me, of course. As always, live, love, laugh a lot. I'm so sorry for the second outro. Really, I am. I'll see you in a couple of days with another CSGO video. Until then, remember I like you. Goodbye.